So today I want to show you how the Pythagorean theorem that I had you do yesterday fits into what we were doing the other day, where we had to graph points and draw segments and lines and rays. So real quick before we jump in, the Pythagorean theorem, again, just for anyone that missed it, the Pythagorean theorem says if you take the length of the legs of a right triangle and square it, that is equal to the hypotenuse, the side across from the right angle, also squared. What that allows us to do is find the missing side of a right triangle. So basically, again, I'm going to give you two sides, you find the third. But the nice thing about what we're doing today, every single time you're going to be looking for the hypotenuse. Right? Every single time the hypotenuse. The reason being because this is the type of problem you're going to have. I'm going to give you 2 points graphed, and I want you to find out how far apart they are. We're going to be trying to find this distance here. What is that? Well, the reason I put that down as the hypotenuse is because of all of these vertical and horizontal lines we have in our coordinate plane. I've got a horizontal leg and I've got a vertical leg every single time. I've got the A value that I can count out and the B value that I can count out. So in this case, the A would be 2. It's literally 2 units from this point to this point, and then count the vertical distance to be 7. I'm just counting from the right angle up to this point. So when I set this up, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Work this out just like you did yesterday. 2 squared is 4, 7 squared is 49, that's 53. But again, that is not your answer. Your answer is not 53. I need to take the square root of that, which is 7.3, when I round that to the nearest tenth. Make sure you're rounding to the nearest tenth. If you just give me a long string of decimals, it won't work. Round it to the nearest tenth so your answer matches my answer. Okay? All right, different problem, exact same technique. I need the vertical and horizontal distances between my points. I'm looking for the C. My A is 2 and my B is 6. Right? Just count the boxes vertically and horizontally between the 2 points. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared again. And again, 40 is not our answer. I need to take the square root of that. My hypotenuse, this slanted length, is 6.3. You are always going to be looking for the hypotenuse. It's just the way these work out. Because it's in the coordinate plane, you've always got the horizontal distance that you can count out and the vertical distance that you can count out. Even if your vertical distance in this case is super small, it still has a value of 1. It's basically what you did the other day. You just have to do a little bit more work to come up with your vertical and horizontals on your own. Don't forget to take those square roots at the end. This last one, works out kind of nice. Just because you're dealing with right triangles and square roots doesn't mean that you're always going to get a decimal. When I take the square root here, missing side is just 10.